Hi student, I am Asit Tiwari, SSC teacher, and today we are celebrating the 15 August 1947 we got our freedom, and today we are celebrating the 74 celebration of Independence Day. So student, today we also continue the lesson, the lifeline of the national economy, and today we are continuing the last second part of the lesson. So student, let's we study the last second part of the lesson is the international trade. International trade means in the first we will see the trade, the goods, the services, the many things between the countries and between the states, between the society, that is called the trade. And international trade has the two kind of the wings. One is called the import and second is called the export. Export means when we produce our home manufactured product and we uh, export them, we send them from our country to another country, that is called the export. And when some goods which are very necessary for our countries, which are very needful for our country, and when we bring this thing to our country from the other countries, that is called the imports. So these are the two things. So and second thing, the market is very important element for the international trade, for processing it in the right form. And in marketplace where the two kind of the person meet together, one is called the producer, means that is called, also called the seller, and second is called the buyers, that is also called the consumer. Both are very important for each other, because without the buyers, the sellers they cannot sell their product, and without the sellers, the buyers, they cannot buy the product. So both are very important for the processing of the trade. Next one, international trade. I have told also the trade between the two countries is called international trade. Trade takes place through the oceans, through the waterways, through the airways, through the roadways, even by the pipelines. The, the trade can be processed. So student, trade has a lot of importance. And what are the importance of the trade? You will see many countries cannot survive without the trade. And advancement of the international trade lead the prosperity of country on the economic ground. That is very important thing, because without the trade, any prosperity of the economic level cannot be processed. So that is very important. We'll say element. Next one, earning from foreign exchange help us to import essential goods which are not produced in our country, which are not manufactured our country. So we are able to purchase or import that product from the other countries, and which are very helpful for the processing of the economic activities. Next one, the export and import are two compound of the trade. That is very important thing. I have told you also about it. So student, you will see many other things. So students, this is the balance of trade. Balance of trade means the difference between export and import is known as the balance of trade, and it is very important for any country's progress. If we will see the favorable balance trade, value of export is higher than the value of import. Means in any country where the value of export is higher than the value of import, that country rises in the economic level, because that country has a lot of commodities for exporting from the countries to other countries. So that will bring the foreign currencies, and it will also bring many kind of the other incomes. In second, unfavorable balance trade, value of import is higher than the value of export, means that country does not produce many of the commodities from its country, so it need many of the commodities, raw material, to bring from the other countries, means import from the other countries, and then bring the lot of commodities, but it does not bring the foreign currencies, and that will you will say increases the trade deficit and many of the other problems day by day. So student, these are the things which are very important. And we will see the imported commodities in India, the petroleum, gold, chemical, these are mostly costly, because there we have to waste a lot of our currencies even we have to waste our, we have to use our most of the foreign currencies over it to import them. And if we see exported commodities, the raw material and manufactured goods, which values is very lower than the imported commodities. So India has faces many of the problem in this area. So this is the balanced trade. If the export is higher than the import, then this is called the balanced trade. And if the import is higher than the export, then it is not a balanced trade, it is a unfavorable balance, unfavorable trade, unfavorable balanced trade. So students, these are the things about the trade. And India is doing successfully many of the good things in many of the areas, such as pharmaceuticals area, where India is leading as a progressive country, because India is progressive in the area of pharmaceuticals, because more than 50% of the countries of the world are dependent over the country, our means our India, over the pharmaceutical area, because India has a lot of potential to produce the pharmaceuticals very fastly. So many of the countries, even if the time about the coronavirus vaccines, so many of the countries are very thoughtfully dependent over India, because India has a fastest progress for the production. So it is a good area. But many of the areas where India is totally dependent over the other countries, such as the gold, petroleum and chemical product, where India have to, we will say, faces many of the difficulties. So these are the things which are very important, student. And we will, okay, thank you. So student, this is the last topic of the lesson, lifeline of the national economy. And in this topic we will see about the tourism as a trade. Tourism, it is a kind of activities of the people traveling to and staying places outside their usual environment for leisure, business or other purpose. Leisure means for the comfortable purpose. If they are traveling from one country to another country, that is called the kind of tourism. So there are the classification of the tourism has been given. Let's we see recreational tourism, where leisure, movement, hill station and many kind of the other activities if they are processing. Next one, the cultural tourism, where the historical and the religious trips for their importance. Next one, sports and adventure, where the cycling, hiking and many kind of the other activities. Health tourism, with the hot spring yoga and spa yoga, kind of these activities. And the convention tourism, where the tour for the business and profession and for any kind of the seminar for the business relations, or for giving their kind of the, we will say, platform for their doing business. Next one is the incentive tourism, holidays, trips for dealers and the salesmen for achieving high target, and these are given by the, we'll say, multinational companies for their people. So student, these are some things which are very important for the tourism in the country. So student, let's see the significance of the tourism as a trade in India. So student, it is very important topics, and it is very important for the board exam for the 3 marks, and it can be the value based question also. So student, let's see tourism in India has grown over last 3 decades. That is very important things, because the Indian government also spend, and you will say many of the areas has been developed only for this purpose. Many of the remote areas has been developed for the hill stations also. Foreign tourist arrivals has witnessed an increase, thus contributing to foreign exchange. So many of the things has been seen also, because in this decade we have seen that the foreign tourist arrival has been increased also, and it is the significant, it is the witness for the development of the different sectors of the country. And more than 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industries. That is very important thing, because that's why also it is called the tourism as a trade and industries, because many of the people are engaged in the tourism for the various purpose. and they are working as in the hotels, motels, and many of the other areas. That is the very important and beneficial thing for the people. It provides the support to local handicraft and cultural pursuits, because tourism where the culture, the heritage, the kind of traditional values has been, you will say, wiped up or forgotten by the people of the countries. So this is a platform where the recognition of these kind of the things which has been forgotten, and for handicraft industries has been remembered by this way, means tourism, where the different tourists come to our country, and they see our culture, our traditions, our handicrafts, and where it is also explored in the whole world, and it also give the kind of way for the recognition of the you will say cultural heritage in the other countries. Tourism also promote national interest, national integration also, because many of the things which combine together many of the people, even they are having the different kind of the languages, different kind of the thoughts, different kind of the ideas, and these all things are very very potential for the people to come together in the one unity of the nations, and it also playing very different role for the country's development. It helps in development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. That is very important thing, because many of the countries where our culture has been explored, our culture has been introduced, and this is the right way, right platform where our understanding has been recognized by the other people, other countries people, in such a way we are introducing ourselves as the best historians, best the people, best religious people, best cultural people, and we are also getting the different kind of the benefit. Even sometimes we also maintain the cultural and strong social relation or the heritage relation with the other countries, and we also maintain the different type of the pact between the countries, as we have seen. And foreign tourists visit India for the different kind of the tourism, and this is the type of tourism also, such as the heritage tourism, ecotourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, medical tourism, and business tourism. So the student, these are something very important for the tourism of the countries, and this is very also important the topic. So student, as we have seen, the lifeline of the national economy, it is very important lesson for the maths, for the value based question, for the 3-mark question, and all these topics are very important, and these topics must go through by our proper understanding with the lesson, proper reading with the lesson. Then we will overcome all the kind of difficulties of the lesson. So student, I hope all of you getting the lesson very well. Thank you to listen it. Thank you to watching it.